There is the creator and there is the devil. These are two different forces. Why? Because people can't believe that the creator also performs concealment. He does things that are unpleasant for us. They can't believe this and think that it's some separate force. As a result, polytheism appeared instead of faith in the fact that there is one creator and he controls everything, that there is nothing except the creator. Adam is a community of souls, but not all of creation. Shekhinah is all of creation, stones, plants, angels, animals, and molecules. Everything that exists is Shekhinah. Within it, there is an inner and an outer part. The inner part of Shekhinah is Adam, the human being engaged in correction. And the outer part is simply all the rest of creation. Therefore, Shekhinah is all of creation. It is the Malkut of the world of Atzilut, or that very Malkut of the world of Ein Sof, which has passed through the worlds to this point and gave birth to Adam. That is the one who will engage in correction, its inner part. The more spiritual a person is, the more he feels a lack, not for himself, but for others, for all of humanity, for each and every soul, past and future. And if spiritual development is still small, then this is concern only for family, friends, and loved ones. Everything depends on inner feeling. Where you feel, that is where you are. By this sense of lack that arises within you, you can determine your spiritual level. There are things that, when spoken about, a person should understand and begin to do. And if he only wants to understand and people keep explaining to him and explaining, he will remain stuck in speculation. There are things that cannot be explained with words. If you were told, look at the world through the eyes of the Creator, you need to go and look at the world through the eyes of the Creator. How? I don't know how to show you that. There are things that simply cannot be shown just like that. Rav, where is the beginning of my thought? Show me the point from which it starts. I can't show it to you. I can only hint at it, lead you toward it, and after that, you have to search for it yourself. Don't expect someone else to do it for you or explain everything logically. The human mind was not created in order to understand the spiritual. The mind is needed in order to understand which direction to move in, and when you start moving in that direction, revelations will open up that the mind itself cannot comprehend. That is something only the Creator reveals. Anyone who wants to understand everything only with the mind will remain in material perception and will not become truly, genuinely, fully spiritually attained. The external perception of the mind and the inner spiritual attainment are two different realities. If a person in their own way genuinely and sincerely tries to understand what truly lies beyond the mind, he can engage in this forever, like with philosophy. But our sages said the Creator is a devouring fire. Therefore, if you do not touch the reality where His light is revealed, if the answers come not from Him but only from your mind, then everything will remain only at the level of the mind. There will be no spiritual attainment. You will spend your whole life only ever guessing. Our sages say, if you understood at least something, go ahead and do it now. Do it just as you understood it, exactly as you understood. And if you keep trying to truly understand everything completely, you will never understand, because it is impossible to grasp with the mind. You can only accept it as a direction for your work, something to guide your efforts and decisions, and then eventually achieve it. The mind is truly needed only to gently and carefully guide the soul to where it can deeply feel. And if you just want to understand, you won't understand, because the mind will only confuse you and leave you with the illusion that you have understood something. But spiritual attainment comes only when understanding is given by the Creator. The first thing you need is to move forward and study the laws by which the Creator wants us to live. He gave them to us, take them, and live by them. What you didn't know before, now truly learn it, live this way, and fully understand that this is exactly why He created us. Everything concerning the past, it is simply not worth regretting it in any way whatsoever. Absolutely not. Everything that happened there, the Creator did it. He distanced us and in this way brought us closer. If none of that had happened, maybe we wouldn't be here right now at this moment and wouldn't be studying. From the past, we should take only one thing, the desire not to repeat the mistakes that we made back then, the errors and missteps from those days. But there's absolutely no real need whatsoever in any way to fall into depression because we did something wrong back then, because that too was Him. In any way, it wasn't a different individual force. It was He who controlled, He who guided, He who corrected us. Without that, we wouldn't have achieved the result we have now. That's why we should look at the past positively, as a force of the Creator, and the only thing we should wish for and ask is that He no longer distances us from Himself, and that we do not repeat the same mistakes that we have made in the past, once again, in our lives according to His will. Do not make images, and this is when you actually imagine the Creator or the Shekhinah in a way that is not as they truly are revealed, but in a way that is comfortable and pleasant for you at every step. Many people make this mistake. They imagine the Creator as they would like to see Him. For example, if the Creator gives some kind of answer, they don't want to accept it. They want the answer was in the exact form that they liked. The same thing happens in relationships with a teacher. People want the teacher to speak in a way that is clear, convenient, and enjoyable, and pleasant to them. If he says things that are pleasant to them, they are ready to listen to him. They simply create an image of the teacher for themselves, who should only praise them, say nice things, not specifically point out the particular areas that actually need to be corrected, and not give criticism. In this way, they create an image that appears to be especially pleasant and appealing to them, but it is in reality false, because they do not want to see the truth. The same thing happens with the Creator. They create an image for themselves. The Creator should act like this and like that. But it may in fact turn out that this does not happen, and they continue to demand that the Creator act according to their ideas, the way they imagine Him in a certain form, although in reality He reveals Himself as He wishes, not as they imagine it, but as He wishes. Many cannot see the Creator in the quality of evil. If something bad happens, they think this is not Him. Because of this, religions gradually developed a significant division. They split reality into two types, that there is the Creator and there is the devil, as if these are two different forces. Why? Because they cannot believe that the Creator also performs concealment. He does things that are unpleasant for us. They do not believe in this, and they think that it is some other force. That's how polytheism appeared, instead of believing that there is one Creator and He controls everything. There is nothing but the Creator. It is hard for people to see the positive in the negative, and this is the main correction that Mashiach will bring. This is what Baal HaSulam says. Mashiach will bring a correction of perception that all negatives are actually positives.